You just start all over again and do it.
Hey guys, George here. Back again with another train stream. Today, got my dad here.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, just,
Another train stream where we talk about what, George?
everything but mostly trains.
George seems a little bit, subdued today. Why are you here a little subdued, George?
'Cause school.
George started e-learning today, and I literally had to rip him out of his classroom, which is his bedroom, and bring him right down here. So George is a little flat. So hey George, how you doing? Thanks for coming to the live stream.
Hi.
George is not amped today. Well, that's all right, because we can still bring a little bit of train action. Hopefully, our track and the MTH DCS will be a little amped today. See what I did there? See what I did? Little train humor.
That's pretty,
That was bad.
Yeah.
Oh, George. All right, well, I will boot up the live stream, get the live stream going here. George, why don't you get the trains running? For those of you who are on here, hey, Dad, how you doing? Good to see you. We got George here. We got my dad here. We got Tim here, George. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Good to see you back. Hope everything's going well. Everybody's safe. For those of you that are just rolling into the stream, hey, train kid, how's it going? You actually had a train crossing as you speak. Any good trains? Let us know what rolls by you. George has been starting school today. Yes, that's right. School. It is e-school. A little bit of e-learning. So George seems a little bit drained. Next to CSX. James Trains in the house. Good to see you, James Trains. Thanks for coming by the live stream. Thank everybody for coming in. Good to see you. Good to be here. Good to, I guess, stay at home and run trains. It's a pretty fun thing to do, huh, George?
Yes.
Look at all that emotion. There we go. There's a smile. George, you're on spring break. Well, that's good. George was on spring break last week. And his school district just got everything all linked in with the e-learning, and George is e-learned out. I don't think he wants to look at a computer screen anymore. That's why he's acting like that. My dad says, George, he says, I was thinking last night that I should get the Lionel Electronics Electrol set, but I think it's electronic set, so that we can show 1948 wireless. Yeah, that would be cool. My question is, will the 1948 wireless work? That said, I think that the odds are
better than MTH.
odds are. Hey George, don't knock anybody. Don't knock anybody. We got to get this all down. I'm gonna still say that it's a human error as opposed to electronic error on that. You never know if Mike Wolf is watching today, George, watching the live stream. So James says he's been doing e-learning since about 2 weeks ago. Well, George's school has been doing e-learning too, but they rolled out a different schedule, the one that I don't think George likes. Before, when he did e-learning, he could do it on his own schedule when he wanted. Now he's got to be at certain places at certain times. I'm with TDF Lines here. I am definitely with Tim saying I would love to see that electronic set. And I would say this, even though I don't think that electronic set works, I would say that there's a higher odds that the electronic set works from 1948 to now. How many years is that? That's got to be about, I'm not a math person, but it's over 70 years, I think. I think that that's got higher odds to work than some of this stuff that we got here working in 70 years. It was called the Electrol set. Right, that sounds like some pretty snappy 1950s stuff. The hat today, right? You got it. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That's one of our favorite spots. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, James. We really, really like Indy 500, the Indianapolis Grand Prix. We go down there all the time. We've even ridden our bikes on the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So George is asking, for those of you that don't know, Alice Prokop, his name is George, so he's online, George, and we've got George here, and we've got my dad, George. But before we go on, I know that people come back and watch our live stream after after we're done with the live stream, I've got some cool announcements in the fact that we're trying to put together a viewer compilation of videos of their trains running or their train layouts. And we've done a hashtag GFW Stay at Home Running Trains. And there is a bunch of really, really cool layouts that are up there with this hashtag. And if you put in on your YouTube search, hashtag GFW Stay at Home Running Trains, if you put in the hashtag GFW Stay at Home Running Trains, there's all kinds of cool videos to come up. What we're doing, we'd like you to make a video of your train layout, put it on hashtag GFW Stay at Home Running Trains. We've run out of video of people's houses that we go to. We usually try and put out a new video every 2 weeks. We don't have enough footage to put out a video this cycle of 2 weeks. So what we've done is we've asked all of the viewers to put up on YouTube train layouts that they have or that they're operating, some footage of that, and hashtag it, and we can look that up. And then the cool thing is, like I said, everybody can look that up. There's some neat stuff on there, guys. Go take a look. There's some really, really neat stuff. In fact, I'd like to make a shout out to some of the people that are already given us some videos to put up on there. And for those of you that don't upload to YouTube, we can also contact us or send the video up to trainbuds@gmail.com. That's where my dad sent some videos of his train layout in. So George Worderick, my dad, he's sent in some videos. We also got some videos, some real cool videos from the West Virginia Rail fan. We've got some cool videos of a really nice layout from Stephen Corfield. Ben's Trains checking in with some real cool videos on GFW Stay at Home Running Trains. DB Tech checking in with some really, really cool videos. Old Railroad Crossing Productions got an HO layout, and he's also a race fan just like us, who had a 2019 Fernando Alonso car in that one. Yep, that one was the slow one that didn't qualify at the Indianapolis 500. But shout out to him. He's got a really cool HO layout. We've got Colorado Trains that put in a video, even though his power source wasn't working. He has a neat, I think it was, oh gosh, I can't remember. I apologize. It was either an HO or an N-scale layout. It's a really cool one. What was it, George? N-scale. It was a cool N-scale layout. George checking in down there. And Iron Fox, of course. Iron Fox is one of our regulars here on the stream. He has a really cool layout that he's checking in. So if you got a layout, even if you don't have a layout, put up a video, put a hashtag on there. I want to make with George, I want to make a cool compilation video of the viewers. So some more people checking in on the live stream here. John2618, welcome. Good to see you here on the live stream. Jeffrey, and I know that you told me how to say it, but I'm probably going to butcher it again. Jeffrey Tovas in the house. Good to see you again here. George, we are running, we've got a 624 that we're running with the Mustang train, but we're not running anything right now because I was out doing yard work right prior to the live stream, and George was working on school work. So we looked at the clock, and boom, 5 minutes to go, and we're running around scrambling to try and get down here to get the live stream going. So George is working getting the stuff set up, and I'm here blabber on this stuff. Yes, it has been a while. Seems like forever that we've been stuck in our houses, but I don't know if you guys have been doing the same thing we have, but we've been spending the time running trains, connecting with all of our YouTube friends and train hobby friends here on YouTube and checking out their stuff. Man, I'll tell you what, guys, there are some really cool videos up on YouTube. Again, if you go on the stream and go right next to where somebody is chatting, and click on one of those three dots, click on there, and go check out some of the channels for some of the people that are on here. Support each other. Subscribe to the channels. And, yeah. Sam's O-Gauge Trains in the house. Just join. Do we submit our videos on YouTube channel? And the title in the video, yes. Sam, to answer your question, please do that. What you should do is just put up a video, and then whatever you want to title on that, and then just put in the hashtag. And that's for two reasons. One, so that we can find it. All we got to do is put in a hashtag GFW, search the hashtag GFW Stay at Home Running Trains, and I'll be able to find it. George will be able to find it, and we can download the video. And two, this is what I found out today. I'm not a really, really sophisticated internet person. I wish I was. I'm not. What I also found out, though, is that if you put in the hashtag GFW stay at home running trains, it'll automatically come up as a hyperlink on whatever. And if you click on it, click on that hyperlink, it'll automatically take you to all of the videos on YouTube that have GFW stay at home running trains. So that's pretty cool, huh, George?
Yes.
George is full of words today. He's not getting paid by the words, folks. He's getting paid by the smile. Right there. Come on, give me that. There you go. $1 million smile, at least to the orthodontist. All of the parents on the stream will be like, oh, yeah. Everyone else who's on the stream that's George's age or younger or older, but not as old as me, would be like, yeah, shut up, old man. Go ahead, say it, George.
It's okay.
Go ahead, say it.
It's okay.
Shut up, old man.
Hey.
PG-13.
PG-13.
Look at
PG-13.
PG-13. Oh, is this Bob Ross voice?
I'm sorry.
Bob Ross over here.
Keep it PG.
You're keeping it PG.
Yes.
Bob Ross.
It's gotta be the same rating as the Lion King.
George, in your best Bob Ross voice, what colors are we using today to paint?
Dark white and light black. Or no. Wait. Yeah. Light black.
Dark white and light black.
Light black.
Very nice, very nice. So anyway,
light black.
Hey, T's Cottage Guy, thanks for the kind words. Thanks for showing up on the live stream today. Who else we got here that's checking in? We got 14 streamers. That's good. We like that. Although we're not running trains, and I'll get right to that now that we got George back on the stream. George is taking a little while to warm up because he's been busy doing his e-learning today. Oh, look at that. Do you know what's a George repellent? Talk about e-learning. Well, do you know what's a George attraction? Talk about trains. Because here on GFW Trains, what, George?
With everything but mostly trains.
There we go. Well, thanks, T Cottage Guy. We enjoy making the videos. George enjoys, we enjoy going to people's houses and checking out their trains, taking videos and getting them up there. And for those of you that are just tuning in, we've run out of footage. We hit 1,000 videos. George hit 1,000 subscribers. I say we. I'm not the face here. I'm the production guy, the guy behind the scenes, the guy with the camera. George hit 1,000 subscribers, and we don't have any footage in the can of any train layouts right now that we can do a 1,000 subscriber special. So we're hoping that you guys can help us out and put up some videos of your of something that you've taken, some videos of trains, and put on the hashtag GFW Stay at Home Running Trains because one, we're supposed to stay at home, and two, one of the best ways that we have had staying at home, or the most fun that we've had, is doing what, George? Working on Mike's Train House TIU?
No.
That's why it's not GFW Stay at Home working on Mike's Train House TIU. It's GFW Stay at Home
running trains.
Yeah. In all fairness, though, the MTH TIU is pretty cool. As you can see, George is firing up the train layout on his phone there. Show me your phone, George. Firing up the train layout using his phone, using the MTH DCS app, and we're using MTH TIU to operate the trains both on MTH and on Lionel Legacy and TMCC. And that's what George is doing right now. He's amping stuff up. And George, what I'm going to tell you to do at this point, just take if both tracks aren't working, just take them off the
or one of them's working, but the other one isn't.
Okay, we'll take the one that's not working and put it up on the, just connect it right to the layout, and let's get some trains, as you like to say, start her up, or that the 9-year-old George, start her up. So, hey, Jerry, how you doing? Good to see you. T's Cottage Guys is asking, George, what's your favorite train? And I apologize, George is busy working on the train layout. I'll show you over here. That's the electronics section George is working on over there. Go ahead, George. What's your favorite layout?
Layout?
Oh, I'm sorry, train.
I don't know. I looked the cab forward.
Cool. Hey, Spur and Digital. Thanks for coming to the Oh gosh. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Good to see you here. Greetings from Germany, George. We got somebody watching from Germany.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. What time is it there, Stephen? What time is it there in Germany? And I'm gonna laugh. I'm laughing because I always laugh at George. George, there's somebody that watches. His name is Stephen Corfel, and George always Corfel, and George always butchers his name and calls him Stephen.
Stefan.
And I think and I apologize. Now I'm laughing here at myself, but you're Stefan. Is that right? So Stefan is in the house. So dang,
God.
that's pretty late there. So thanks for showing up. Thanks for joining part of the stream. Good to see you here. Yes, we did keep the Burke on the track. One of the reasons is because we've been bogged down doing some stuff here. Yesterday, George was in his room, cleaning up his room. Was that what you were doing, George? No, he's getting ready for school, actually. Getting ready for his live stream, so we didn't have or getting ready for his e-schoolings. He was doing that all afternoon, and it's a beautiful day here in Illinois. I don't know if it's a beautiful day around the country, but let me tell you, it does not get much nicer than the day we have here in Illinois. It's about high 50s outside, sun is shining, and I was out trying to catch up on some yard work. So, unfortunately, we didn't have the prep that we usually put in here on the live stream this morning, and that's why, one, we don't have any trains running, and then two, why George is feverishly working on the train layout right now. So, anyway, Motorman 0057, thanks so much for coming to the stream. Thanks so much for posting a link to your video there in the stream. That's good, everybody. You can check that out. So Stefan, so George, not to be confused, Stefan from Germany's in the house, which is different than Stephen. So you can call it Stefan, you can call it Stephen. George over here, he must have messed up one of the plugs that we have on there, because it looks like he's doing some major surgery. Yeah, Ben says he hates doing cyber school stuff. I think George is on that with you. He had some growing pains this morning doing the cyber school stuff. So Motorman, and for all of the people that are just going on, we'd like to submit some videos. We're going to try and make a compilation video of all of the people that are our viewers and the people that have participated in our live stream. And if you could put on your video, in the title of your video, hashtag GFW Stay-at-Home Trains. And like I said before, one of the really, really cool things is when you put that hashtag, all you got to do, anybody who's viewing the videos, click on hashtag GFW Stay-at-Home Trains. And I implore everybody, I would encourage everybody to go back and do that. Look at some of the cool videos. There are some neat trains, and some of them that I'd feature that are on there. We've got West Virginia Rail fan, Stephen Kofrel, who put up some really neat train layouts. Ben's Train has some cool videos of his train layouts on there. DB Tech has a really nice video that he put up. Old Railroad Crossing Productions, Colorado Trains, and Iron Fox. They all got some videos up there. So put yours up there. Everybody can check them out. It's really cool to see. Yeah, James lives about an hour north of us, and it's 65. So I would say I was just guessing on the temperature, but like I said, and James checking in with and James, you put up some video for us too, I think. I'm sorry I didn't give you a shout out too. I didn't get you on my list. James Trains with some really, really cool video that he's got up, if I remember correctly. Yes, so it's beautiful. It doesn't get much nicer day. George is frustrating. George, you want to switch it up and I can do some of that stuff?
No, it's okay.
I got it's okay from George, so I got to just keep rolling and keep talking. So George didn't answer. What's your favorite train, dude?
Cab forward.
He says the cab forward, Southern Pacific cab forward right there. That one always seems to find its way out on the layout. So, all right, George, here's what we're going to do. Don't worry about running trains on 2-track. Let's just get some trains running on the track we got. Time to run some trains. It's funny, right before we go on, all the time, George and I are like, oh, we'll just get it fixed up. We'll just throw some trains on when we're in the live stream. Oh, my gosh. For those of you that have never done a live stream, it is harder than it looks. Sometimes you're just running around trying to figure out what's on, what you can put on, and everything like that. And that's where we're at right now. We kind of are chasing our tail right now, trying to get everything up. Thanks, everybody, for being here. For all of you that are new in the house, thanks for coming. There's a lot of new names that I have seen that are tuning in on the stream. We've got Motorman who's here, and we've got, there we go. There's George's favorite, the cab forward. Oh, my God, I got a what? It's not the cab forward. It's another one of George's favorite. It's his Berkshire favorite. Oh, yeah. If looks could kill. Why are you looking at me like that, George?
I I don't know. I think you know perfectly well. Like,
I want to hear it. I want to hear it, big boy.
not a Berkshire.
He says, if it's it's a Kanawa. It's not a Berkshire. Favorite excursion train, George? What's your favorite excursion train? Yeah, Milwaukee 261 is a really cool one. I've never ridden on that one. I think my favorite is the old Royal Hudson that was up in British Columbia, up in Vancouver, running from Vancouver to Squamish. When I was younger, we rode on that one a couple of times. That was one of my favorites. I think George's favorite, I'm going to speak for him here. George's favorite is the 630, the consolidation that's down at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. I think that's his favorite. That's a good question. For all of the people that are on the stream, what I'd like you to do is, why don't you check in? Let me know what some of. Oh boy, I think I may have just. Sorry, folks, lost you. Now I got you back. For all of you that are on the stream, why don't you check in and let us know what your favorite excursion train is. We've ridden on a couple of nice ones. George's favorite, Tennessee Railroad Museum. They've got a nice collection down there. And George and I, and my dad, who's on the line here, he hasn't piped in for a while, but we had the opportunity to ride in the engineer compartment of actually the cab. I'm getting corrected by George. Riding in the cab of the consolidation, the 630 that's down there at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. So, all right, some new people checking in here. Thanks for coming to the stream, folks. We've got on the stream checking in Iron Fox 7. Iron Fox 7, hello, good to see you. Thanks for checking into the live stream, 1. And 2, thanks for putting up those cool videos and using our GFW Stay at Home Running Trains hashtag. Check out those videos, folks. We got some he's put up some really nice videos. He's got a really cool Rio Grande Challenger that sounds and looks nice that he is featured on some of his videos. So, hey, Lionel LLC is back. Good to see you in the house here. We got UP Rail fan. Good to see us.
That's Stu.
Yep, Stu's in the house. George is down here. He's like, hey, Papa, that's Stu. Yeah. Good to see you. Thanks for coming back, Stu. George, why don't you come over here and check in? We're kind of running, trying to catch up here. It seems like we're always doing that. George had school today. First day in a while that he's had school. He's had some spring break. Now he's coming back into things. That's why he looks so happy. Come on, George. Give me that $1 million smile. Doing some e-school. Was doing some struggling with the e-school. And coming back, was that an eye roll? Hey, everybody, I want to know, did you just witness an eye roll from me? I don't know, George. It was on video. I'm going to ask everybody here if you got an eye roll. Hey, Jim, good to see you. Good afternoon. Thanks for coming in. All right, so I'm losing the stream here. And George has been busy trying to get the train layout running. We've been having some issues with the variable control function on our MTH DCS. I'm hoping we get that ironed out, but every time we come on here, it's like when we turn it off, it'll come back on.
That's the problem.
Yeah?
It's not getting any power on it. It's not.
Okay. Is it any power coming out of the outputs, George?
No.
All right.
I don't know.
All right, George, just stay here. We'll work on that in just a second. What we need to do is do the live stream here. George, as you can see, all right, George needs a little pick-me-up. So, George, got a thumbs up? Know it all? Come on in here. Why don't you take the hot seat for a couple of seconds? We'll get this rolling.
Which is cooler, 45 or 1 or 630? 630. I like 630. It is. Okay, whatever. UPA 44 in Southern Nevada Railroad. Got to learn it. Oh yeah, Grandpa a couple years ago. My grandpa was able to drive the GP38 844 at the Nevada Southern Railway.
I'm jealous of that.
pretty cool.
I saw that they're doing that out at the Illinois Railway Museum. I think I might do that. In fact, maybe the day that we're going to have that get-together out there on September 19th, I'll make some reservations to do that. That's one of the things that they offer is that you can drive one of the trains. That'd be really cool to do. I might try and do that. For those of you that are just joining us, George and I, we like to make train layout videos of some of our friends in the train layouts at their places. It's been cool because George and I belong to the Train Collectors Association, and specifically the Midwest Division, but the Train Collectors Association is a nationwide program. George has been doing it his whole life and loves it, right? That's an enthusiastic yes for George. Sorry, guys, this is e-learning George right here. That's about as enthusiastic. Anyway, as being part of the Train Collectors Association, it's been really cool. We've had the opportunity to see a lot of nice layouts. When we go over to see these layouts, we've had an opportunity to add for people. It looks like we're having some issues with our stream, so I'm gonna hold off for a second. Bear with us, everybody. Bear with us. There we go. I think we're back on. And we've had the luck through the TCA. We've met a lot of cool friends, a lot of nice people, and they've invited us over to see their train collections, their train layouts, and we've had the opportunity to make some really neat videos of not only the Midwest Division Train Collectors Association's modular layout, but we've had the opportunity to see some really nice layouts and collections from some members in the Train Collectors Association, right, George?
Yeah.
So that's where we've gotten the source material for a lot of George's videos. That said, George has had the coolness of what, George?
Driving trains.
Getting 1,000 subscribers is what I was going for.
Yeah. That too.
And we wanted to do 1,000 subscriber special. We were saving one really cool favorite layout for that subscriber special, but with the stay-at-home problem, we haven't been able to go to that layout. So what we're doing is we're asking all of the people who have been a part of our channel, getting to the point where 1,000 subscribers, to send in some video of your layout, put it up on YouTube. Put a video up on YouTube and then use the hashtag GFW Stay at Home Running Trains, because that's what it's all about, right, George? Having fun with the trains, and we have to stay at home, man. Everybody's going to stay safe if we stay at home. So stay at home, run your trains. That's what we're doing. I just cannot get George fired up. I'm going to have to get him a Red Bull or something to get him going.
Yeah, I don't know. I just need to be done with school.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
I can't even hear him. I don't know if you guys can hear him. So anyway, put out a video, put on the hashtag GFW Stay at Home Running Trains, and we're going to try and put a compilation. And then the other cool part about this is that you can also search all of the cool videos from all of the people that have been part of this Grow the George's channel, and then also this live stream. Put in the hashtag, it hyperlinks, and it'll take you to all of the videos with that hyperlink. So that's pretty cool. So back to the live stream, George. Why don't you talk a little bit?
Yeah, I'm here.
Tell us a joke, George.
God, I don't know any good jokes.
How about a knock-knock joke?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow. There we go. At least I got a smile out of him. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good, good. Well, thanks for everybody coming into the live stream. So one of the questions that I asked, and we've had a couple people check on, there's a lot of really neat excursion trains around the country and trains that you can ride behind. What are your favorites? My favorite is not running anymore, unfortunately, but it's the Royal Hudson that used to run up in British Columbia. I really, really love that engine up there. That's my favorite. George, what's your favorite?
I like either 630 or oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank.
765?
Yeah, 765.
When did you get the opportunity to run those, George, or to see those, George?
I got to ride on 765, I think 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And I got to ride in the cab of 630 about a year ago. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That 765 is sure a monstrous engine, isn't it? What kind of engine is that, George?
It's a Berkshire.
It's a Berkshire. And where's that one at? Do you remember? Fort Wayne Railroad Museum? Yeah, that's where they keep it, in Fort Wayne, Indiana. But they periodically run that one on excursion trains all over the country. Actually, all over the Midwest. So we had the cool opportunity to ride that one. There's a couple of cool ones that I'd like to go and get to see. Anyone on the live stream ever ride behind the 4501 at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum? That's one I'd like to get to. Then the other one that's kind of local that we've never had a chance to ride behind, but I've seen a lot of times growing up, is the Pierre Marquette 1225. Why is that one famous, George?
Because it's the engine that the Polar Express was modeled after.
Right. So, George, I tell you what. Why don't you? I'm going to take a look here real quick at the what we got going on the track. We've got lots of technical difficulties going on. It sounds like the sound is coming in and coming out on that Berkshire. And once I get it rolling, George, then what I can do is, I can hand the control back to you and can follow you around as you run some trains. Maybe even do some switching again with your little 040.
Yeah, nice.
So we got CDP 1965 giving a thumbs up. Hey, thanks for checking in, CDP 1965. I apologize. I've been talking, not looking at the stream. You giving a thumbs up to my favorite train? Giving a thumbs up because you're liking the stream?
Yeah.
Giving a thumbs up because George finally smiled? Giving a thumbs up because you want George to have a Red Bull so he can pop right back into it? Tell me, does that not look like the face of somebody who's bored with the world right now? Oh, gosh. All right, George. Have at it, buddy.
I spaced my MTH AC6000. Oh, God. AC6000 on 031 track instead of the recommended 042. I've done that to a couple of engines. Actually, most of the Aces have run on 031 track when they're not supposed to. Yeah, the Wabash Ace probably ran on 031 track more than it's run on 072. But yeah, I was trying to run my Marks trains today, and one of them practically exploded. It started smoking and buzzing, so in the middle of fixing it, I decided to service all of them. Probably a good idea. I bet you some of those are close to 50 years old, maybe even older, but yeah. Are you guys excited to see NC and STL5 76 running? Yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool to see running. Yeah. I've actually figured out that.
See, he's back. All right, I just have to say this to all of the parents that are out there. Sometimes you just got to push them in the deep end to get them going. That's good, George. That's good.
Anyways.
Shut up, Dad. Shut up, Dad.
I actually figured this out a few years ago that 1225 is the date of Christmas. Oh! Never realized that.
What's that?
The 1225 is the date of Christmas.
I told you that. George doesn't listen real well. I told him that.
Not.
It used to be outside the 1225.
I knew that.
Well, say it to.
It used to be in static display outside of Michigan State University. So, yeah. Are you guys excited to see Sino 2816 run again? Yeah, I'll be cool. Yeah, just be. Hold on. Or 2716, yeah, be cool. Isn't that a Berkshire? I'm pretty sure it's a Berkshire, right? Or a Kanawha. Are you guys excited to okay, yeah.
Did you just call it a Berkshire? Just call it a Berkshire a Berkshire?
Be quiet. I meant on the train. I knew that 12/25 was the date of Christmas, but I didn't realize the number on the train was the date of Christmas. Yeah, I never realized that either. My kids say I embarrass him all the time. I bet George never says that to his dad.
Never! Never!
That's not true.
Are you kidding me? I don't embarrass him.
Anyways.
I bring joy. I bring joy to George's life.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Really?
I was hoping for a shut up dad face. I was just like, yeah, you're making a fool of yourself right now, Dad. This is all. There was a shut up dad face. Oh, you crack me up, George.
Okay, so apparently this is not a Kanawa, but 2716 is a Kanawa. Okay.
Oh. Kanawa.
So we can call this a Berkshire then. See if it'll work now. Oh, I like the,
magic.
Anyways.
This is what George likes. He was holding short on this one. This is what he was holding short. And tell me if I'm true or not, George. Tell me if I'm true. Follow me. Follow me. George is about ready to say, I like your, and then he stopped. And I almost guarantee he was going to say, I like what I've got the ZW resting on here as a base. Is that what you were saying, George?
Yeah.
What is it, George? Show everybody. Lift up the ZW.
Video game. My games.
His video games. Everybody who is George's age and give or take about 5-7 years on up and 5-7 years on down knew exactly what those were. Everybody who's my age is like, oh, yeah, now I understand. Now I understand. So, George, let me see this. So now we've got 2 trains running. We've got smiles on George, and I'm taking the computer around, showing some of the footage that we got going on the train layout. George and I haven't had a real chance to get anything upgraded on the train layout in the last week or so. But I have to say, it's been fun because we haven't had a working train layout in a long time, so we spend a lot of our time just playing trains as opposed to upgrading or doing anything to the train layout. So we've been doing a lot of that. And oddly enough, this little 040 switcher made it out of the box the other day when we were doing small steam engines. And that little 040 switcher ended up being one of George's favorites because he likes to use it to switch. Is that right, George?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
And it is. It's a fun little switching engine. It's got a switch, coupler in the front, coupler in the back. So George has been using that to switch. One of my favorites we got out the other day was these Rio Grande Golden State, or not Rio Grande, Rock Island, Pennsylvania, and Southern Pacific Golden State passenger cars. Those are K-Lines. They used to be the K-Line Collector's Series cars. Those are some fun ones. And here we go. There's George's K-Line 040 he's been operating. He's been having a lot of fun with. Uses that to switch around the layout. Good stuff. Yeah, CDP 1965, we are having some good dad and son time. At least that's why I look at it. George is probably looking at it at least today. We have a lot of good dad and son time. But I think that today I'm getting a lot of annoying dad time, and George is at least courteous enough not to say it as we broadcast everybody, but if you know George long enough, you know his faces. And I'm getting a lot of shut up dad faces. You're annoying dad faces.
Anyways.
There we go, George. Hold on, I'm going to get this right back down here. What's operating right now, George? We got the,
I don't know what's going on.
Alright, we'll turn the...
It's off.
looks like we have a short circuit because that track should be off. Or at least something that's jumping it. Alright, so we got our train layout here. Shoot, I'm just realizing there's some people that are on the stream that haven't seen our train layout. So I'll, George, you want to take them on a tour around the train layout?
Yeah.
Alright, George, go on and take people around the tour around the train layout here.
So, I'm gonna start over here. We're gonna start at the end of the station feed, and yeah, it's a four-track station, yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyways.
Oh, I just got shut down.
So then, yeah, it's pretty cool. Got some station platforms and stuff. And then over here we have a curved 072-186 switch, which leads up to the second level where we're gonna have another level on top of this one. So this isn't gonna be this isn't the final track plan of that. We're planning on having another level probably come up to about here, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, then we're gonna come over here to the end of the station lead. We come over here. It's a double track main all the way around. And then right over there we have a high speed switch that leads into curves into the yard. And actually, recently we just got the newest addition to the collection, or the collection we have. We got a new 054 switch, so pretty cool. Even though this switch had been broken. I don't know how it broke, and I tried to fix it, but it still doesn't work very well, so it's kind of stinky. But yeah, but yeah, we're hopefully gonna add that. Hopefully gonna add that to the yard sometime. Anyways, so then yeah, we have this Y right here, which this Y right here, which we're gonna use to turn trains around. We also got this Y, which is called a needed junction, because she wired it with the help of my dad. And yeah, so when we come out over here, we have the double track main, and then we have the double crossover right here, which it's pretty cool. It's got DZ2500 switch motors. They're pretty smooth, as you can see. And yeah, they have a lot of cool features with them. It's a really cool double crossover. I like it a lot. But alright. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's read some of the comments. Hello, Angel Garcia. Welcome to the stream. Hardcore MOH. Hello, welcome to the stream. CPD 1965. I've been subbed a while and have watched. Just never time to watch and chat. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in. Thanks for chatting. We enjoy you being here.
Yeah.
And Hardcore MOH, thanks for coming in. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Trying to grow our web stream a little bit, right, George?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to cut you off. Go right ahead, dude.
No, you were talking. I do not have anything to say, so.
Well, chat.
Yeah, hi. I have a 040 Steam switcher. It's really nice engine. I can't wait till get my switches in place to use it for switching stuff too. Yeah, I like that. I mean, that's probably my favorite part of railroading is the switching aspect of it. Did the chuff put working on the Casino work? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it.
one of the hard parts of doing the live stream is as we're rolling, we don't have the opportunity to do fixes. So sometimes it's like chasing our tail with trying to fix this stuff. We've got a sound issue that might be real simple to fix. It might be difficult, but we don't know. Whistle works, but the sound isn't chuffing. George, why don't you come back over here and talk, and I'll work on that. No problem. Why don't you go over there and talk?
I've given up on USA Locos. I had 2 broken ones. I'll buy no more. Oh, well, what kind of locomotives did you buy? Depends on the brand. There's a lot of crappy brands out, but I'm not going to name any just because, you know, don't want to bash on anybody. Check where everybody's from. Well, yeah, if you want to, check in, yeah, tell us, about,
We had our first overseas check-in today. That was kind of cool. Or
yeah.
No, actually, we had someone from England the other day, but our first from Germany today.
Pretty cool. I find it cool that other people from other countries find the time to watch our videos. Especially with the time that we're doing it in right now. It'd be pretty late over there, wouldn't it be?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we're from suburbs of Chicago, so we're from Illinois. Pretty cool. Nice little town. Oh, he lives in Yorkville. Oh, not Yorkville, Oregon. That's pretty cool. I like Oregon a lot. Angel Garcia says Chicago. Yeah, he is part of the
Lionel Railroad Club of Chicago?
Yes. Are they the people with the big layout?
Yeah, down in New Lenox, I think.
I want to go there sometime. I've never been
should.
there. Yeah.
Be a good place to get some footage for a video.
Yeah, I'm in the UK. Oh, that's cool.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
We're at in the UK.
Anywho, we got somebody from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Cool.
So cool.
Very cool.
Steven.
He's right by Owasso. Ann Arbor is right by Owasso, where 1225 is at.
Steven is from Long Island. That's cool. I tend to stick to small layouts. Yeah. Well, our family kind of has a history of big layouts. Wouldn't you say that?
What's that?
We kind of have a history of big layouts.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah. And so, since this one's... You should come out to CLRC sometime. Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I've seen some videos on their layout. It seems pretty cool. I'm not sure if you know him. Jim's Planes, Trains, and Video Games. I've been watching his channel for like ever. I know he's from the area, but he has I think he's a member of that club. And yeah, I think Tim is as well, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, he's 300 miles north of London. That's
cool.
Yeah, actually, I'll come up here.
One of the things that George and I really would like to do that's on our bucket list is we'd really like to go to Europe and ride on some of those high-speed trains out there in Europe. When I went to England, went to London actually, I had the pleasure of riding the Eurostar when I was out there. That was one of the highlights of my train riding experiences. That's the only high-speed train in Europe I had a chance to ride. My 2 high-speed trains that I've ridden in my life, one was the Acela and the other one was the Eurostar, so both pretty cool. And I actually did ride, I don't know if you call it the high-speed train, but in my lifetime I thought it was the coolest. I rode the turbo train one time between Chicago and Lansing, Michigan. I think it was Lansing, Michigan. It might have been Grand Rapids. I don't remember. But when I was little, we used to ride the turbo train out of Chicago, which was, I believe, a turbine engine.
Yeah,
right,
that is a pretty cool train. Anderson. Yeah, I know him somewhat. I am a friend of Luke. Oh gosh, that's Hachi, whom is a friend of mine in June. Oh, that's really cool. Tim said I'd like to join CLRC. Yeah, same. Luke has a channel as well. Oh yeah, Illinois Rail Fan 1630. Yeah, I think I've.
That said, for all of the people in the Midwest here, What's the club that you belong to, George?
The Train Collectors Association, which is the TCA.
Yeah.
And we belong to the Midwest Division.
Right. We've got a really cool layout that we operate on in that, don't we?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody about the layout that the Train Collectors Association has?
It's a modular layout, and we have about 60 modules that we put together.
Actually, I should specify that. That's the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association that has that, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you can talk about that, but then there's also other divisions all around the country that have similar groups that gather together and have similar layouts like this, right, George? So describe the layout of the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association.
So basically, the Midwest Division has about 60 modules, and my dad, along with the one and only Bill Coburnus, started making the modules about 20 years ago. Just about, yeah, a couple of years before I was born. And yeah, it's growing a lot, and we have our biggest shows, Train Fest in Milwaukee, and we have a layout that we put together. It's probably got about the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association is longer than most of my trains. Yeah, it's a pretty long name. We have about 60 modules we put together, and yeah, it's pretty fun. Each member, most of the people in the club have a module. Some of the core people, we have 4 modules that we incorporate into the layout. Some people have as many as 16 modules, and yeah, it's pretty cool because you can customize your modules to be however you want. We have people that have made yards and stuff like that. World's Greatest Hobby, yeah, we go there. That's not our biggest layout though, but we our biggest is probably Train Fest. But yeah, I enjoy the layout a ton. It's pretty fun. Hanging out with it's a great club. Everybody is friends with each other, you know. But yeah.
George, you have any videos of the Midwest Division's layout?
Yeah, actually, we have a bunch. We have some from, I think, Train Fest going back to 2016.
Yeah.
I have a couple from when I was pretty little. Probably pretty bad videos, but they're videos.
They're fun. I have to say, as a parent, George, it's been fun to watch you grow as a young man over the years, and if you go back to the YouTube channel, you can see you grow up, and especially on those Train Fest videos. In fact, one of my favorite videos is the very first video that we made in the train layout right here in the basement. And the picture for the live stream today was actually a picture of George and I, that video that we made on that layout. Right, George?
Yes.
Is that video on your channel?
Yes.
What is it, George?
It's the Train Fest 2019 video, right?
That's your first video? George is on a different page than me, apparently. The first video, I believe, is my first train layout, Runaway Train. And it's a fun video of a train crashes going around, and we've got it set to, I think it's the Rock Island that we got it set to. You know,
Orange Blossom.
Orange Blossom Special, right on.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool video. Steven says the TCA, CLRC, LCCA Railroad Museum of Long Island. That's cool. Hello, South Brooklyn Railroad. Yes, I fixed my Mars. Oh, that's cool. Really cool. UP 1995 Rail fan says I'm friends with Tim. Yeah, Tim's a pretty cool guy.
Tim is one of our favorites. I knew Tim and George when they were both small. Well, I don't know if Tim's ever been small, but smaller than he is now.
Yeah. Yeah, Tim's pretty fun. He's we like Tim a lot. Conrail modelers.
Don't tell Tim that. His head's gonna get big, George.
Okay.
No, we love you. We like Tim. Tim has always been super nice with George. It's one of George's best buddies in the hobby.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably one of the youngest people that shows up to the modular events. That's
And
consistent.
props to Tim. He's signed up to be on the board of directors of the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association.
Pretty big deal, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Alco Power says, "What's up, guys? We have 18 people on the stream currently."
Right on, right on. Hey, good to see you, Alco. Thanks for coming in. Why don't you tell, hey, Alco, we've got a little thing that we're doing. George, why don't you explain the hashtag?
So basically, we normally do videos on people's layouts, or friends of ours layouts, that we'll go to their house and we'll film videos on their layouts. But due to COVID-19, we haven't really we ran out of content to make our videos on, so we are asking you guys, the fans, to help us get to 1,000 subscribers, to help us make the 1,000 subscriber special. And yeah, so if you guys would like to be incorporated with the compilation, you can email your video to trainbuds@gmail.com, or you could, if you would like, you can post your video to YouTube and put in the comments.
Not in the comments, in the title.
I mean, in the title, GFW Stay at Home Running Trains, and your video will be, hopefully, or your video will end up in the compilation, and at the end of the compilation, we're going to be taking everybody that submitted a video of their layout, and it doesn't have to be a permanent layout. It can be a floor layout, or a video you made just for the, or a layout that you made just for the video. But then at the end, we're gonna take everybody that submitted a video, put them in a hat, and then we're going to draw draw a winner, and whoever wins gets to choose from an O scale, an S gauge, or an HO prize. So, yeah.
And then the other cool thing about it is this is a side effect. I wish I could say that we thought of this ahead of time, but it's a neat way to bring the community of model railroaders. So George is liking this. This is a train that he's only seen a couple of times. It's going to bring the model railroaders together a little bit in the community, because if you put up a video with the hashtag GFW Stay at Home Trains, all you got to do is hit, it automatically goes up as a hyperlink, and you hit the hyperlink and it'll show all of the different people that have made videos. So there's been some really cool people that have made videos. George, why don't you give a shout out to the people who have made some videos? Here's the list.
Here's the list. We have WVA Railfan. He submitted a video. We have Stephen Koferl. He did a real nice video of his layout.
He did a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's true. He did a bunch of videos of his layout, and he's got a pretty cool layout. I think he doesn't get. You guys got to see the layout. It's just pretty amazing. We have Ben's Trains. He has some really nice post-war entries. We have Old Railroad Crossing Productions. He has an N-scale railroad that he submitted, which is a pretty cool layout. It's cool seeing his layout progress as his channel grows. And we have Colorado Railfan, I think it is. He's got a pretty cool layout, although his power source went kaput, so he had to use an alternate power source.
And props to him for putting that out there. So his is N scale too, right, George?
Yes, he's got an N scale layout. Iron Fox 7 did a video on on his layout, modern and post-war, and then my grandpa George Woodrick submitted videos for it. Are the prizes anything in those scales? No, we yet to reveal the prizes for you guys to choose from.
We haven't figured it out yet. There'll be a good one, but like the prizes, you get to choose the scale of the prize that you want, right, George?
Yes. 20 people watching right now. That's
very cool.
Yeah, that's probably the most we've ever had. So thank you guys. But yeah, Slip Scroll says, what kind of train layout would you guys say your layout is? High rail, scale, or toy train?
At this point, toy train. What do you say, George?
I would say scale. It's not high rail, but it's pretty. I like to model in scale. I know my dad likes toy train, but I'm more of a scale person. I do appreciate like the toy train aspect, though. I mean, it's not like something that I don't, like I like running post-war trains and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I do too.
I just would rather run scale trains. But yeah, Be careful with the.
So can I touch on that real quick, George? One of the kind of like the cross brands, shall we say, or the cross section of the hobby that I like to play in is what I call toy rail, right? You're familiar with toy rail, right, George? What's toy rail?
It's like toy trains, right? Or like the.
Well, it's kind of like high rail, George. It's a high rail layout. George has got his baseball bat here he's enamored with. I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, it's like a high. Well, it's a toy train layout where you've got toy trains, and it's got some aspect of being toy, and then some aspect of being high rail, right?
Yeah.
That's what we like to model. Is we're not super high rail, but we like to be accurate as much as we can, and then.
These are cool.
Why don't you take a closer look show everybody? You can take the computer over.
Be careful with the baseball bat. I'll be careful with it. So here are the trains, or the Rock Island F units. Pretty cool.
George, what are those?
They're F units. They're MTH Proto 1F units.
Very cool. Very cool. You get those going. You go grab your baseball bat again, George. George is smiling. Yesterday he was out practicing baseball. We were practicing baseball, but not with a baseball team. We were doing some social distancing. Baseball's perfect social distancing sport. George is trying to stay away from his old man as much as possible as we're practicing baseball. Anyway, he was hitting with a wood bat and crushed one and broke his wood bat, didn't he, George?
Yeah.
So now he's been walking around with his broken wood bat. What are you putting out there, George?
It's the TCA GS4 that came out in 2001.
Very cool, very cool. Who made that one, George?
K-Line.
It's a K-Line, and what is it, a GS4?
Yes.
Let's get a close-up of that one, guys. Thanks for coming into the live stream, all the people that are popping in, checking out the live stream. Good to see you here. There are those F units. We're getting out some new trains. And then in the back there, we've got the Train Collectors Association GS4. Good work, good work. This is kind of neat. One of the things about this Rock Island, if you can see there, it's got the Mars light in the front that works. I like that one. It's one of the earlier Mike's Train houses, so it doesn't have, or I think it's Proto Sounds 1, or it might not even be, it might even predate the Proto Sounds 1. But it's a neat looking engine that we utilize to pull the Golden Rocket passenger set here. It's pretty good stuff.
Golden Rocket.
I'm sorry, the Golden State, Golden Rocket.
Gold.
Yeah. South Brooklyn Railroad, I did get your email. Thank you. Thanks for shooting that off. Good to see you. Thanks for coming into the live stream. Let's see here. People are... well, thank you, Alco Power. It is a fun train room. It's not been around very much. We actually just had some extra time during the stay-at-home order where we've had a chance to hang out in the train room here and play with trains and make the train layout going here. Yeah, and while South Brooklyn Railroad's in the house, one of the cool things about South Brooklyn Railroad is he has actually got another channel, which is Model Railroading Live. And every Wednesday night, he features railroaders in the or different people in the model railroading hobby, and has him on a actual live stream show. It's a lot higher production than what we've got going on here, and he features them. And George and I are actually going to be on the show.
Yeah.
He's pretty fired up about that. We're actually going to be on the show. It's on Wednesday nights, and it's 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, if I'm not mistaken. And correct me if I'm wrong on that, South Brooklyn Railroad. It's 9 o'clock Eastern. And George and I will be on there. And even if you don't watch it for George and I, he's got some really, really cool modelers on there. It's all about people who are in the model trains. People talking about the hobby, talking about each other, and why they enjoy the hobby. It's a really neat show. It was on last night. You can go back and check out the stream that he did last night. It's on again, the channel is Model Railroading Live. Go on Model Railroading Live, or I'm not sure. You can check. I don't think he's got a hyperlink from the South Brooklyn Railroad YouTube channel that he's got on here. Not to discount that he's got a really cool railroad. Big Bill has got a really cool railroad on the South Brooklyn Railroad site as well. It's a HO layout that he's been building and tweaking and making it perfect during the stay at home. Shane's Trains in the house. Hey, good to see you, Shane's Trains. Thanks for stopping by. GFW Stay at Home Running Trains. Uh-oh.
Oh, you pressed that.
Did I turned it on. I'm leaning here. All right, there we go. I think that's running, that one's running wild right now. It's got power, but, there we go.
Dude, I like the Mars light.
Yeah, that's a cool Mars light, isn't it?
Are these powered?
Let's see. Shane, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate being here. Conrail Modeler in the house was cool. Conrail Modeler. You're getting a Conrail GP7? How are you getting that? Did you order it somewhere? Getting it through eBay? That's kind of neat. GP7s are a neat locomotive. I never really realized how neat they were until you started looking at them. They used to be all over the place. George, what does the GP on a GP7 stand for? You remember? George doesn't remember. Anybody here remember what the GP stands for?
General power?
What's that? George says general power. I'm going to give him a no on that one. But it's close. That's awesome, Conrail Modeler. That's two really good engines to start with, an SD90 Mac and GP7. Those are two really cool ones to start with. South Brooklyn, thank you for some props on the layout here. If you're just tuning in, or if you don't know, this layout hasn't been in this world for too long, or actually it has been in the building stage process for a long time, or actually for about a year. But it's just been within the last 3 weeks or so that George and I have got everything together, and we've got power to it, and we're still working out some of the issues. Even this afternoon, we've had some issues trying to get the operating system going. We've been trying to put in Mike's Train House TIU, and it's been working out real great with the digital portion of it. But the variable power sources have been really difficult for us to get going. The variable power has been super touchy with us. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We haven't gotten that quite ironed out yet. But that's it. For people that are just joining us, George is fixing the GS4, the Train Collectors Association GS4, so it's not sparking. But this is our train layout that we're just starting. What it's going to be is it's going to be starting from Yorkville, where we live, and heading out east through Chicago, through New York, and out to New Jersey. What it's going to do, it's going to start over here in Yorkville, come around here, and this is just the beta phase. We've got a lot of stuff that we're still working on. As you can see, the layout splits off over here, and I'll get to that in just a second, because we're going to have a second level to the layout that isn't done yet. But we're going to come over here, and this corner is going to be Chicago when we get working on it. And as you see, we've got a double layer here with our station, because this platform is going to be for the upper level of our station. Then we've got our standard gauge station here, and this is going to be like a parking area where the cars park, and a parking platform for the station. And then down here on the lower level, we've got our station. So the station is going to kind of be a Chicago station, and we're going to blend it over here. Blend it over here, kind of moving east, and then we're going to go over here, and in this corner we're going to put New York City. That's where we're going to put New York City. And we've got our 4-track station over here, and then in the back, you can kind of see it over here. It's going to start an incline right about here where these Speedliner passenger cars are, and over here we're going to have a higher level going all the way around the room. But you can see the back here, the track starts gaining elevation, gaining elevation, gaining elevation, gaining elevation, gaining elevation, and it's going to get to about that height. It's going to split into a double track and then go all the way around. But right now, that's our Dukes of Hazzard jump. George has been trying to get a train that'll jump off of that and then land on the track on the other side, just like the Dukes of Hazzard. So we've been lovingly calling that the Dukes of Hazzard jump. But anyhow, going on this side over here, we're going to have New York City. And then over here, moving along, we're going to have kind of New Jersey and the Jersey Shores over here on the eastern side of the United States. We've got a switching yard. We're still working on the switching yard. The switching yard's in its beta phase. And the switching yard's going to be over here, and we're going to make a kind of an industrial area of our layout over here. And then just over here, so we've got some general scene. We've got a television set up in our train room because the train room wouldn't be a train room without it being kind of having a guy's theme, right, George?
Yeah, that's right. Lots of sports are watched down here. A lot of video games played.
Sports and video games. And we're coming over here. And one of the hardest parts of the layout is we've got 2 drawbridges that we've got in here. We got lots of trains running right now, but we've got it so that we can go back in here, our workshop, and we'll keep the trains right back there. George, lift the drawbridge real quick. Then you can put that down, and then we've got another drawbridge up over here so we can get out of the train room too. So yeah, we're still way in the beta phase on all of this, and unfortunately we've gotten off track. See what I did there, George? Gotten off track with the with the layout to a certain extent because we've finally gotten it to run. Cool. We've gotten it to run. But we've been distracted because we're running trains all the time instead of building the train layout, right? And we've been doing the live stream on Gfw Trains, which has been a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. So, all right, I haven't been reading this, George. Why don't you catch up on all of this? You read that, I'll start talking. GP, what's it stand for? Did we get it here? Let's see. Good puller. Good puller's a good one.
General purpose.
There we go. Grandpa's got it. General purpose.
That's kind of like a annoying moment too, because like GP9s are like everywhere. GP9s, GP7s.
Right? But that's one of the reasons why I think they're pretty cool. That's one of the reasons why I think they're pretty cool. Brandon the Frisco 1522's in the house. Good to see you here, Brandon. Says, holy knuckle couplers, this is louder than when the Frisco's 1522 whistle chime. We like that. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being part of the live stream and checking in.
I have full marks of motors at 2 at Asta, or
Santa
Fe shells, D8s, and a Hero Central steam engine, and a clockwork steam engine. Oh, that's cool.
We don't have any clockwork, really. That's all wind up, George. Yeah. Yes.
It's really old, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That predates even Grandpa. Actually, no, it doesn't.
His first train is
A wind up.
Yeah.
But the first train didn't make it, though. I think my grandma, your great-grandma, got tired of winding that thing up. Fun story. So my dad talks about how he got his first Lionel train. And this is a fun story. So my grandma used to say, I got him a train. And little George, not this George, but little George, my father, little George loved this train. And it was a wind-up train. He was 3 years old. I think he was 3 years old. Dad, correct me if I'm wrong. He's 3 years old. And he would run that train all the time. But in order to work it, I would have to wind it up. So I wind it up, and it would run, and it would run, and it would run. And George couldn't keep it working. Little George, my father, couldn't wind it up. So he'd keep bringing it back to his mom, my grandma. she would wind it up, put it back on the track. It'd run and run and run and run. And then he'd bring it back and she'd wind it up. And she did that over and over and over again. And she got so tired of it that one day she's like, the heck with this, I'm getting little George a Lionel, I'm getting him an electric train. So she went out and got him a Lionel train, his first train, which it was a little 1666 set. Pacific, I think that one is, right? George is working over there. I'm sure Grandpa will pipe up if I'm wrong, and it was a Pacific. So, Tim, you're asking if we have the passenger cars for the TCA Daylight. We do. And perhaps that'll be something that we bring out for one of the other live streams, because we've got all of them. They're beautiful. For those of you who haven't seen it, it's a beautiful, beautiful set of passenger cars. I think that there's 9 of them. They had 9 years where they had a different convention in the city, and they had a passenger car for each one of the cities where the convention was in. And we're back. And we got a bunch of those. So, all right, we got the trains running, George. 2 trains running. Grandpa, for some reason, what the last message they put in here was retracted. I don't know if you had something there. Why don't you shoot it out again, what you had there. So, George, Brandon the Frisco 1522 asks, he must have asked, do you ever think about racing the locomotives? Look at that smile there. You know what?
I am the train racing world champion.
Listen to that. He is self-proclaimed train racing.
I beat you every year.
Yeah, but there are others. Tim, do you think that he's the world champion train racer?
I even beat the winner with Bill Covis.
You did? So, Brandon, here's what we're talking about. The Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association, they had an actual racing, a train race that they had in a dog bowl. And we would race trains all the time. And George likes to claim, we don't do it anymore, unfortunately. We did it for years and years and years, and it kind of played itself out. So we actually, Bill Cabernas, the gentleman that made it, sold it to another division of the Train Collectors Association. It's in the Fort Pitt division now. But we used to race trains, and George likes to claim himself as being the champion, the world champion of train racing.
Do we have all the... I have the TCA Daylight set. Do you have all the locomotives? Yes, you do. I'm pretty sure, right?
We've got the Mike's Train House Alcos. We've got the Lionel F units. In fact, I've upgraded the Lionel F units to Trainmaster Command Control. And then we've got the K-Line GS4. So those are the 3 that we have. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that those are the 3 engines that were made for that train. Hey, Conrail Modeler, thanks for coming in. I really, really appreciate you being here, as well as George, being part of the live stream. It's been fun to have you here and commenting. Don't forget, we're looking for people to be a part of our 1 contest and 2 submit some video that we can use for 1,000 subscriber special. So put up a video, put it up on YouTube, hashtag GFW Stay Home Running Trains, or send it to us at trainbuds@gmail.com. And we can find it by doing that, and then others can see it by just clicking on the GFW Stay Home hyperlink. So, all right, George, step right up.
What is your favorite engine? I like the cab forward. The SP cab forward is right there. Yeah. If you could, George, I would challenge your NW2 with my NW2, but I don't live anywhere near you, so that's going to be tough. We could race, see which one gets to the center.
Virtual race, e-race.
Yeah, no, just lay a bunch of track all the way to Pennsylvania, see which one gets to the center first.
Who said that? Was that Ben's?
Yeah, Ben's Trains.
Got blue? Ben, which train would you race if you had the option to race, Ben? Gosh, I totally forgot, George. One of the other things that we're talking about doing that would be fun, and we've had a lot of people here, and I forgot to talk about it. We want to have a Midwest YouTuber meetup, kind of on the model that Sparky 107 107's been doing out east. But we want to do that out here in the Midwest too. We've got one of the best railroad museums in the world at the Illinois Railroad Museum. And what we want to do, we've circled the date. We want to pencil that in. We want to put that out there. On September 19th, they have the Illinois Railroad Museum Showcase, where they're going to be running their steam engines. They've got 2 beautiful steam engines, and they're going to be running the Nebraska Zephyr. So September 19th, and we're going to tailgate out there. We want to invite everybody in the YouTube community out to the Illinois Railroad Museum on September 19th. We're going to go out there with a motorhome, and we'll tailgate out there and invite everybody to be out there, hang out, and stop by for a bite to eat and introduce each other. So I forgot to talk about that. I'm not real smart. Don't chime in on that.
Brandon said he'd race the 700E. I don't think that'd be a very good idea.
Ooh. I would be. You would have the classiest racing train though if you did the 700E. That's a pretty fancy racing train there. So Brandon the Frisco 1522 asks, do you have any Thomas models? And you ever think of making your own Thomas model?
I had one, yes. I got it when I was about 5 years old, right?
Yeah. Hey, George, can you do me a favor? Can you turn down that GS4? There you go. Thanks, bud.
I got it when I was about 5 years old. Yeah, that was probably I think, one of the very first sets I got.
We ran it on last Friday, was it?
Yeah.
Or Saturday?
I don't remember. But, I have that one. It's currently in storage right now, but...
We'll get it out. We'll run it again. That's one of the popular ones, isn't it, George?
And I've never really thought about making any other characters from the Thomas and Friends series. But, yeah.
Ben's Train says that it would be amazing that he'd like to race your 624 against, he would use his 665. That's a fast one, 665. But that one on our old train races would tend to fall off the track because those Hudsons, they're top heavy. They're fast trains, but the cast boilers would make them fall off, wouldn't they, George? What was it? Do you remember the number of the trains that we used to race out there on our train races?
I think they're 2023s, right?
2037.
Wow.
We would use 2037s on there, and they were fast as grease through a goose. They were fast engines, but they didn't have magnet traction, and they were top heavy, so you had to be really skilled at operating.
And they're really easy to fix, too.
Yes. Fast, had to have skill to operate, easy to fix. 3 important things. So DB Tech's in the house. Hey, DB Tech. I don't know if you were here before or not, but thanks for coming back, and I want to give you a little shout out. Thanks for putting up the layout videos that you have with the hashtag GFW Stay at Home Running Trains. You've got a beautiful layout, it's a beautiful collection. One of the things that I thought was the coolest was you had some really neat stuff going on. I really love that incline railroad on his video. Didn't you like that, George?
Yeah.
That's the same one that we rode there in Pittsburgh. Yep. So thank you for putting that in. Elko Power, good to see you. Thanks for being part of the live stream. Appreciate you being here, George. I'm sorry, I'm taking over the stream on you, George.
I'm going to get no scale locomotives. How big are the locomotives? Well, let's see.
So Slip Skull asking, do you have the lift bridge working? No. But that is on the list of things to do. I've got to make sure that it fits in properly with the layout at this point. I've got this lift bridge and I've got another lift bridge that Lionel made, which is a smaller lift bridge. We've got to see which one fits in the layout. This one is bigger and it's much more impressive. We're still working on a lot of different things on the layout. Like I said, we've been kind of distracted lately with building the layout because we've had so much fun operating the layout. Right, George?
Yes. So this is probably about the size of an entry-level locomotive. So as you can see, if you want to put your arm out, It's about almost as big as his arm. Almost as big as his arm. So yeah, they're pretty big.
So the people that are in the room right now, just curious, what scale does everybody model? Obviously, we like O gauge. Does everybody here like O gauge, or is there a different scale that they model? Perhaps N, H, O. We've got some good friends that love S scale. In fact, we've got a couple of neat S scale trains, don't we, George?
Yeah, I have a front Hughesman set, and I have a.
He's gonna go get it.
Okay.
Oh, he's not gonna go get it.
Yeah, it's a Hudson passenger set. Pretty cool.
George, Havoc Films is asking, do we have any post-war items?
Yeah, we have a good collection of poster items. We have some pretty cool ones. We have a couple of Scale Hudsons. A couple of Scale Hudsons. We have a lot of F units. We have a bunch of Gfw right here. Have some PAs. Yeah.
So, all right, here's what we got in the house, George. So we've got people that are watching. We've got Havoc Films, says he's O-scale post-war. We love, actually, Havoc, the reason why I asked George is we love O-scale post-war. That's some of our favorite stuff. I've been collecting O-scale post-war with my father my whole life, and we've got an amazing collection that we've amassed of O-scale post-war. I think we have just about, now we don't have every variation, but we have just about every single diesel that Lionel's ever made. I think we've got every single motorized unit that Lionel's ever made, and we have just about every single steam engine that Lionel's ever made as well. And we're at the point where we've been collecting variations of it. So post-war Lionel is truly a passion. Now, a lot of our collection's at my dad's house, and we've got a pretty robust collection here, but all of our nice stuff is at my dad's house. So when we get done with the stay-at-home, we'll have to share some of that beautiful post-war. So I get distracted. So we've got
no 700 either, George. Yeah, my grandpa doesn't really like them. He'll claim he does, but
part of post-war.
There's never been like I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he's ever had a desire to get them just because of the frames rotting. You don't know which ones are good and which ones are bad.
So the zinc rot is what George is talking about. That those 700Es, the post-war 700Es, beautiful engines, one of the most beautiful engines ever produced by any model train corporation at any time. They used a composite to make the molds of some of those engines, and the zinc formula that they use over the years, some of them will tend to break up on you, and you have a beautiful model that just literally disintegrates in your hand.
Yeah, but he almost got one to start auction a long time.
Yeah, he almost did buy a 700 at a stout auction, and I was outbid at the last second. And some days I wish I had gotten that. Some days I'm like, I don't know. It is a risk with the zinc coming apart. So yeah, Brandon, looks like we've got a lot of O-scalers on here on our channel. We got that. So Steven's here. All right, Steven, thanks for checking in. Good to see you here. I'm give a shout out to Steven. Steven's had some beautiful videos of his layout that he's put up on YouTube for us. Go check them out on the hashtag GFW Stay at Home Running Trains. Really cool. Again, just put in the hashtag, search the hashtag GFW Stay at Home Running Trains, and all you have to do is hit the hyperlink, and it will take you to the full library of everybody who's put up the videos. So Ben's going hard guard. Go Gates for life.
700Es are huge. It is literally almost the size of a standard gauge.
Why don't you get to the hot seat over here, George? Where you want me to? Yeah,
you stay there.
All right.
That's because the 700Es are scale pieces. Yeah, they are pretty. They're scale, and yeah, they're pretty cool. Those are 700Es. Always one I've wanted to get. Just because, I don't know, I think they're kind of cool. I like the track that was made for them, too.
What's the track, George? Why do you like the track?
It's just special. It's got like, I mean, it's like literally like modeled after a real track, and it's got like a T on the
Isn't it actually called T-Rail?
yes, T-rail, and you have to like, it's a lot more complicated than this kind of, or the two-wheeler track.
Now, how do you put the rails together on that
You
T-Rail
have to
track?
screw them together, like using like rail joiners, which are like pretty realistic as well. They look, it's pretty cool, but yeah, it never really stuck. There isn't too much of it out there.
No, there isn't very much T-Rail track, is there? But it is neat stuff, that's for sure. Ben, do you have any F3s? I don't think I remember seeing any F3s on your videos. Ben, I have a question. If you were to get an F3, which F3 would be your first one that you'd like to get? Havoc Train says, those damn F units. Havoc, why don't you like F units? We have some friends that are the premier collectors of F units in the whole country. You should see their collection. They're immaculate. Immaculate. Like they've got almost every variation that you can think of. And they look like they just came out of the box. And they love those F units.
Piazzas.
Yeah, Frank and Manny Piazza. They're some of the premier decent collectors and post-war collectors in the whole United States. In fact, they've been part of research projects and writing books and everything like that. So Havoc Film says, all my locomotives were broken and could hardly run, but I've worked my rear off and try and make them work. That's true. You have a 2055 Hudson. That's a beautiful engine. Beautiful engine. That's a good one. Grandpa says the 773 is the same, just not as detailed. That's true. And Lionel has made some really real. I think he got cut off on that. Havoc Film says New York Central F3. We actually had one that we were running the other day. Havoc Films. We'll have to break that one out again and run it. It actually wasn't a post-war one, but it was a Lionel New York Central F3. Perhaps we can run the new the post-war New York Central F3. George, so you know a lot about New York Central F3s. Why is it that you know a lot about New York Central F3s?
My grandpa's got all the variants of them. My grandpa has all the variants of the New York Central F3.
Really? How many engines does he have? Does he have 8? 8 different variations of the Lionel, and they're all different, right? Every single one of them is different. A variation of the Lionel New York Central F3s. Oh, but Havoc Film says he doesn't like the F units. He likes the Alcos. I like the Alcos too. Havoc Films, what's your favorite Alco? Mine, I love the anniversary set. That set is, woo, love that one. In fact, Ben's Trains has a set of those, the Alcos from the post-war set, or the anniversary set that he likes to run. And he's got them featured in some videos on his channel. If you like post-war trains, I have to check out some of the trains on the channel. There's 2 particular channels that are friends of George's that he's met YouTubing that you should check out. They're pretty cool. George, what are your friends with the post-war collection?
Ben's Trains, and Iron Fox 7.
So George, Grandpa says he wants you to tell us about sniffing the air out of the boxes of the 1950 or the F3 boxes.
Well, Piazza's one time, we were at a board meeting at their house, or was it?
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know,
We're hanging out with some friends.
Yeah, somebody had convinced them to open a set of F3s that had never been out of the box.
And what year were they from?
1953. Yeah. And so as soon as they opened them up, everybody's like, "Oh wait, we got to get a sniff of that nice 1953 air." So we each took a sniff of the box.
The air from 1953 that was inside, right?
Yeah.
That was pre-coronavirus.
Yes.
So, a new person in the live stream here, Al, AJM Trains. Al, thanks for checking in on the live stream. Thanks for being part of the live stream today. Appreciate you being here. Look, almost got it. Almost got it. They had a lot of fun staying at home running trains, and that's what we're doing today. GFW stay at home running trains, right? And again, I keep doing this. I feel like a broken record. Two things I want to pump here for the people that are on right now. So Sparky107, who is a YouTuber, has done a couple of YouTuber meetups, and they are really, really cool. We haven't had the opportunity to go out and see them. He's got one that's coming up in May, and gosh, I can't remember where that was, but he did one last year. It's Strasbourg. The one that he's got coming up is in Strasbourg, and then he also did one last year at Steamtown. And we really like that idea, and we want to piggyback off of that, and we want to do a YouTuber meetup here in the Midwest. So we've got in the Midwest, we've got one of the best we've got one of the best railroad museums in the country, a place called the Illinois Railway Museum. One of the premier collections in the whole world, George. What's some of your favorites from the Illinois Railway Museum?
Well, they have a really nice South Shore EP5. They have a real nice restored GG1. They have a Y3 there. No, it's a Mallet.
Okay.
Yeah. They have a GD40. It's 3630, I think. And
They have a turbine, right?
Turbine, yeah. They have an AM7 that's working.
What about some of the trains that operate?
They have a Pioneer Nebraska Zephyr.
Yeah, Tim would jump down your throat there.
Yeah, they have a working Russian Decapod, which is the Frisco 1630.
So, needless to say, the Illinois Railway Museum has an awesome collection. So we want to go out on one of their days. They have a showcase day. They have a showcase weekend on September 19th and 20th. And we're going to do a tailgating party for anybody who wants to come that's a YouTuber. We're going to do that on September 19th. We're going to roll out there. We're going to have a motorhome. We're going to have a kind of a spread of food. And we're going to invite everybody out there. So pencil that in on your calendar. September 19th. We're going to think positive. We'll be over the hump at that point with COVID-19. So we'll be able to meet each other. We'll meet up and meet YouTube. And then we can see everybody who comes out can see one of the premier railroad museums in the whole country. That's the first thing. The second thing I got to...
getting on my case.
South Shore EP5. This is South Shore Little Joe. It's not an EP5. So, anyway, the other thing is, George, why don't you talk about the hashtag?
So basically what we're doing is we're having for 1,000 subscribers special. Since we weren't able to go to a special layout of one of our friends, we are going to incorporate our fans into the video. If you'd like to be in the video compilation, you can take a small video of the layout that you have.
Or any video for that matter.
Yeah, floor layout, or layout that you have currently up. And it doesn't have to be too long. And just either, if you're going to post it to YouTube, put the hashtag in the title. And if you don't have a YouTube channel or don't post on a YouTube channel, then you can email your video to trainbuds@gmail.com.
Why don't you point to it with your baseball bat, George? Does it matter what scale it is, George?
No, it does not.
All right, and then the other question is if you post up a video, I'm gonna try and include all of them in the compilation when we put it all together. But what else is going on with the hashtag?
And if you submit a video, you immediately get entered into a drawing. So basically, what we're going to do is once we're done with the video, we're going to put everybody's name that made a video for us in a hat, and we're going to draw a random YouTuber, and whoever gets drawn gets to choose from an O scale, S gauge, or a HO scale prize. So, yeah.
So cool. Enter in, put in hashtag GFW Stay at Home Trains. And the other thing, like I was telling, I didn't realize this. I'm not a very sophisticated YouTube guy, but if you put in the hashtag or you search the hashtag, it ends up being a hyperlink. And all you have to do is hit that hyperlink, hashtag GFW Stay at Home Trains, and it'll take you to all of the videos of everybody in the community that's put up a video of their train layout. In fact, right now, give a little quick shout out to the people that have put up videos already and put the hashtag on as of right before we started the video.
So the people that have made videos are WB a Rail Fan. He has a real nice O-scale layout.
Before you go, hey, Hardcore MOH, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by the live stream. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Go ahead.
You have Stephen Colfer, I think, is that how you pronounce it? He has a beautiful, beautiful O-scale layout. Some real nice engine, and he did a video of the cab forward, which I really appreciate. Ben's Trains, he did some videos on his post-war trains, so those are really cool. Always gotta appreciate the post-war. DB Tech has submitted a video, and like that, he's got the incline railroad, which is pretty cool on his layout. Old Road Crossing Productions, he has a N-scale layout that he did, and it's pretty cool. He is running his Conrail SD80 back, which is 2 Amtrak Superliners. We have Gfw Trains, who sadly his power source for the tracks had busted, so he had to use an alternate power source. But thank you for posting the video. That was real nice. Iron Fox 7, he did both modern and post-war engines, so yeah, thank you guys for doing that. And then also, my grandpa posted sent in videos of his train layout. So yeah, and this is as of this morning. So if you've recently emailed the video or put a video in the hashtag, then you'll most likely be on the list for the stream tomorrow. So yeah.
So kicking back out to some of the people that have commented. First off, welcome to Charleston Eastgate. It's cool. He's got tuning in all the way from the UK. Cool. What time is it there in the UK? Second one, let's see here.
Steam King Productions.
Steam King Productions is here. Good to see you, Steam King Productions. Thanks for coming and being part of the live stream. And Havoc Film, or no, Hardcore MOH had to go. Hardcore, thanks for being here. Have a great night. And, excuse me. And then also to loop back around, Brandon the Frisco 1522 asks, can I still put my G-gauge Lionel layout?
Yes, you can.
Oh, I'd like to see that. G-gauge Lionel, right? It's good stuff right there.
Yeah, we actually have a G-gauge Lionel train.
We do have one G-gauge.
The older ones, actually, yeah.
Yep. Steam is King Productions with friends says, I have my own O-gauge train.
Well, that's cool.
What kind of train is it? Why don't you post up there what kind of train it is? That's cool that you've got a O-gauge train. It's good to see. DB Tech asks, what do you do for work, Wally? Well,
lawyer.
That's right. I work as a public defender for Kane County, Illinois. So that's what I do. Working from home right now. Got to go into work on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and George will probably be doing the live stream on Monday. Which brings me to there's two things that I forgot. One is we've been going through all of these people that have submitted. Make sure that everybody who's on here, this is a really, really cool YouTube community, the model train community. We got to make sure we support each other, right, George?
Yeah, that's right. Subscribe to each other's channels.
Correct. And George, do you know how you can subscribe to each other's channels?
So basically, you go to each person that you do not know on the stream, and then you click on their name or their comment, right?
Yeah, on the side of it, if you hover over the comment, there's 3 little bullets to the right.
And then you'll be able to, it'll go like a drop-down menu, and then there'll be a thing you just see that says go to channel. You go to the channel, and then there's a big red button on the channel, and then you press that button, and then you're subscribed.
Perfect. So make sure that you, check out each other's channels. Check out the train layouts. If you have a hard time finding the channels, just go to the hashtag, and it'll take you at least to some of the people that have been watching the stream and submitting stuff. But everybody here has got some really, really cool channels with some really, really cool content. So check each other's channels out. That's cool. And then the second one tomorrow isn't at the end of your giveaway. We're going to be doing the giveaway tomorrow, right?
Yeah. So if you haven't already, go over.
So then, wait, before he talks about it, this is a different giveaway. Again, underline. This is a different giveaway than the 1,000 subscriber video giveaway. This is one that you were doing previously, George. So why don't you explain it?
So basically what it is when we're at Milwaukee Train Fest, there's a real cool S-gauge layout that somebody did. There's probably about over 100 movie like Easter eggs. So we did a video on the layout, and my dad posted a video up, and basically what it is you have to find something from a movie and post what movie it is, and then what time is where in the video you saw it.
That's good. So post that up. Get those in. The cutoff for that is going to be at midnight tonight. We'll put all of those things in a hat, and then tomorrow on the live stream we'll do a drawing. And the winner gets to have, if they like S-gauge, or if they like S-gauge, they can have an S-gauge prize. The winner, if they like O-gauge, can have an O-gauge prize. And if the winner is HO, and an HO gauge prize. We have the HO and the O gauge prize that's on the video. The S gauge prize is a cool S gauge caboose that we got, right, George?
Yes.
Right on.
For S gauge, you mean? I think you said O gauge.
Okay. That's what I meant. That's what I said. One of my favorite. No, I don't know if that's what I said. One of my favorite things. I don't know if anybody here ever see the movie. I'm drawing a blank. Goonies!
Oh, yeah.
The movie Goonies. Anyway, short round. They always is butchering names. And they're like, no, that's not how you say it. You say it this way. He's like, yeah, that's what I said. So whenever I butcher something, George says, you're supposed to say it this way. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I said. It'd be like short round.
Yeah.
George is like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know. It's the, it's from the Goonies. The movie with the pirate ship and the gold and the baby Ruth candy bar.
You got it. So Angel Garcia is asking George if you're going to be a pilot or an engineer.
Be a pilot.
Maybe he's going to be like you and be an aerospace engineer.
Yeah. I think I'm going to stick with the pilot for now.
The only reason why he's saying that, Angel, is I don't know if you caught the beginning of this live stream, but George was just dead. Daddy had just gotten done with his first day of scheduled e-learning from school, and he did not like that e-learning, did he? All right, so going through here.
I'm a pilot, Joe. That's cool. My dad is a pilot. My grandpa is a pilot. My uncle owns a flight school. So, yeah, we all like flying as well as trains, too. So.
That's pretty ironic. Two things, John, what we were talking about. John, 2618 says, we're talking about Goonies. His wife's watching Goonies. The next thing we transition to is being a pilot. He's like, I'm a pilot. I'm going to give you a lottery number right now, John. Go out and play this lottery number. It just popped into my head. Play the lottery number 2618. It's sure to be a winner. I don't know why that just popped into my head. Because his name is John 2618, George. He's like, oh, Dad, you're not that funny. You think you're funny, but you're not that funny. So, all right. So where are we at? So Al's AJM Train says that he's got an Iron City beer train. Oh, I bet that's a cool one. You're gonna have to do that. Make a video of that. That would be a cool one to see. I'd like to see that one.
Brandon Frisco 1522 says, can you run a mountain type? We don't have one out right now, but we can probably find one for tomorrow's stream.
All right, cool. We'll do a mountain type for tomorrow. George is going to have to explain to me what a mountain type is. I'm not as hyped up, or I don't know as much about trains as my son George does. So he's gonna. Oh, George just got a treat coming back in with this treat. So let's see here. Make one for tomorrow. Can you blow one of the steam whistles? All right, Steam is King Productions wants a steam whistle on one of the locomotives. Sorry, we've turned down the sound on these because that's a GS4 whistle right there. That's on the video. That's bad.
That was solid, wasn't it?
Oh, cool, John 2618.
What?
A corporate pilot. He says he's a corporate pilot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's very nice. Havoc Film says Short Round is from Indiana Jones. Oh, that's right. Short Round is from Indiana Jones. Oh, that's right. Sorry about that. I forgot the name of the little guy from Goonies. But yeah.
Yeah. The smart one, right?
He's got all the gadgets.
Yeah.
So, Dan piped up, but yep. My brother, George's uncle, owns Illinois Aviation Academy out of the DuPage Airport in West Chicago, which is
The largest privately owned flight school in Illinois.
in the northern U.S. Let's see here. Angel Garcia says he was going to be a pilot at his age and switched to aerospace engineering. Angel, I'm guessing that you probably switched to aerospace engineering. My dad and my brother would love this. I'm guessing that you switched to aerospace engineering because you're too smart to be a pilot. I kid, Dad. Let's see here. Got a thumbs up from L's AJM Trains. Dad says sounds like a Bible verse. Yeah, it does sound like a Bible verse. Angel Garcia says he could use some flight lessons. Well, we got the place to go if you want to come out and do that. Steven says, take care. Thanks for stopping by, Steven. Again, check out the cool videos that Steven put up. I believe they were some of the first ones that he put up on his channel. You can see it if you go to the hashtag GFW Stay at Home Trains. There's some neat videos up there. Check them out, guys.
Yeah.
Steam King Production says that whistles are so cool. I agree. Maybe one day what we should do is do this would be a neat idea. Do a O-gauge whistle compilation, like of all of the different whistles.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So I didn't know this, and it's pretty funny. George, I think, knew it, and so we have a K-Line Hudson, right? Beautiful K-Line Hudson, but it's got one of the earlier generations of sound. And we've got a little 040 switcher that George runs,
Which is also a K-Line.
which is also a K-Line, and I never put two and two together. We were running them both at the same time, and George says, what?
They have the same sound systems.
Exactly. Grandpa says that I need to stop while I'm ahead, George.
Oh.
Havoc Films was asking, what are the prizes for the new giveaway, George?
Well, we have yet to find the prizes.
But we've got good prizes. We've got the reason why we've yet to find the prizes is because we've got 3 prizes that we're going to give away for the S-Gauge video, the S-Gauge scavenger hunt video, and then we're going to use some of those prizes that weren't picked from that particular video.
No way you're gonna find new prizes for whoever picks it.
Right, but it'll be guaranteed good. I promise you, you'll be happy with that. Steamus King Productions says, I dare you to do a shave and a haircut whistle.
I can try. I don't know what kind of thing might work. Okay, here, we'll try.
We were trying shaving a haircut the other day.
That's my best shave and a haircut. It's our harder elevate. Oh, come on.
Hey, George, Angel Garcia says he's going to teach you some computational fluid dynamics and finite element analysis, and you'll be an aerospace engineer in no time.
Okay.
George says, okay.
And whoever's in that rocket, I feel bad for.
And George says whoever's in the rocket that he feels bad for him.
Once I become an aerospace engineer. Oh no.
Uh-oh, we got a crash brewing. Ooh, look at that. Almost had a crash right there. DB Tech, what lineup prize would you love? Brandon, I lost you on this one. On the question, which one MTH King or Lionel Nation? Can you ask that question again? I kind of lost you. Probably asking which one was the shaving a haircut from. I think that was K-Line World over there. Oh, was it the Cat Ford that did that? There was Lionel Nation doing the shaving a haircut. DB Tech says that if he wins, he thinks that a cool prize for the Lionel would be that gate guard that we showed last week, George. The accessory with the gateman coming out, the gateman accessory.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we can see if we can find something like that. We would give you that particular one, but that one's got kind of a special place because that was for years on the first layout that George had. So that particular one's got a special place in our heart. But I think that we may be able to find another one for you. If you win, we'll hook you up. We'll hook you up, DB Tech. George Werder says that if he wins, he wants an autographed picture of George and Wally. Or are you saying that everybody wants that? I don't think so. Well, I guess maybe that would be good, George, because toilet paper is in short supply these days, so they can use that as toilet paper, right?
Or, yeah.
So Steamus King says he's got an Alaska gold mine train that's crazy fast, George. I don't know if you could hear it, but George's eyes got big and said, "Oh, that's cool." I love the hashtag. I've never done hashtags before. I've never done it. George is like, "Oh my God, my dad." Because I've never done any like Snappy Chat or anything like that, or the Insta House.
Hashtags are not Snapchat.
Yeah, Instagram crackers, Instagram crackers, or the what's the other one they call clock talk?
TikTok.
Yeah, clock talk.
Clock talk.
That's what I said.
No, TikTok.
That's what I said.
Oh. Oh, you got some like an eyelash.
Oh, I got an eyelash. Oh man. All right, hashtag respect for the GS4. DB Tech says, I understand every time I find one is either overpriced or broke. Any accessory would be cool. All right, well, DB Tech, we'll see what we got. We'll see what we got. I didn't even realize. So, that's a good thought. That's a good thought. We might have some extra Lionel accessories around.
Yeah, some cool ones too.
Yeah. We'll have to take a look. So Havoc Films says his list of locos are 2055. That's a 027 Hudson. The 2026. I want to say that's Ben, help me out here, man. What's a 2026? An 8305. I'm not sure what that one is. If that's post-war, an 1130, a 246, and a 1061. All right, I am relying on my post-war gurus that are on here to give me a hand as to what those trains are. Havoc, don't say anything. I want to see. We've got some post-war gurus on here. I want to see if they can chime in and tell me what those numbers correlate to. Brandon the Frisco 1522 asks George, what Lionel starter set would you recommend?
Oh God.
Well, all right. So one that I've seen that's a lower price. It's a starter set. It's got track. It's got track. It's got a transformer, and it's a pretty good running set. And you can find them for relatively cheap. Is the Pennsylvania Flyer. Another one, and you're going to laugh about this, but I swear to God, it's really cool, and it's kind of at the cutting edge of technology. The last generation that they just came out with, Lionel, the Polar Express that they came out, that Berkshire is a nice engine with cool cars, and it's got Bluetooth technology. And I believe it's also got track and a transformer. The Polar Express.
Oh, yeah. Especially this year. This year's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It's the 15th anniversary Polar Express, so it's got a glossy finish on it, and it's got 15th anniversary on all of your cars.
Yeah. That would be a nice one to get. I don't know what the price point on that one is. It might be a little bit more, but a good set at a nice price point that gets you everything is that Pennsylvania Flyer set. That's a nice one.
2055 is Baby Hudson.
Yep, that's 027.
1130 is a Scout.
All right, Tim's piping up. That's good. The only one that I knew was the 027.
Yeah, I want that one too. But if there's one that I want that I probably will never be able to get is the gold or the 10th anniversary Polar Express. That one's amazing. I've never even seen one in person, but
That's the gold one?
yeah, the scale gold one.
George likes his gold trains.
The 2026 is 262. Oh, so then.
So it's not a
That's not a Hudson. I don't know.
The 2026 is it Pacific? George has no idea. That's his.
I don't know.
So you got to read George's faces. That's his I have no idea face. I'm just agreeing with you because I'm hoping you're right. Tim, you're on fire, man. Steam King Production says that you should get the Baldwin Locomotive Works number 26 set from Lionel. I'm not familiar with that set.
That's the one at Seatown.
Oh, is it? Oh, cool. All right, so Charleston Eastgate says, George, thank you for dropping by my channel recently, and your comments were much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem, man. I enjoy watching your videos.
In my opinion, I think he's spending too much time watching videos. He should be spending his time learning how to be an aerospace engineer. What's up with that? Hey, Charleston Eastgate, stop putting up all of that good content and distracting my son. What do you got to say about that? George needs to be an aerospace engineer or a pilot or something. I don't know.
I'm probably going to end up being an engineer. Like,
I think he's going to end up living in this basement for the rest of his life.
I wouldn't mind that.
So, moral of the story, Charlton Eastgate, stop making good content. Stop it. Oh, I kid, of course.
What could these F units? I want to gut them and then fry their audio. Oh, they don't have any audio. I can say, I want to gut them and then have smoke come out of places where it's not supposed to. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I don't like that idea, George. Why don't you tell everybody on here what you're talking about?
Just put it away.
Put it away.
Oh, you did? Well, anyways, my dad has this really cool, actually, he's got the car sport right here, but he has a Mustang train made in 2002, and it's a really neat train, but and at that time, Lionel had just started getting their TMCC stuff, like going and working, and you could upgrade. It came conventional, but you had the option to upgrade it to TMCC. Well, my dad had bought the upgrade, and he had it for years but never got the chance to upgrade it. So the other day I was playing some video games, and my dad was down here working on the trains, and I had a break, and I asked my dad if he wanted me to do anything. And he was hard at work fixing the Northern right there. And he said, yeah, do me a favor and put the TMCC in the GP9. And I did it, and I read the instructions and everything, and I went to program it, and it started making weird noises, and then all of a sudden, you heard a pop, or it started smoking from the sides, and then all of a sudden you heard a pop, and the smoke came right out like the smokestack. And this engine isn't supposed to smoke, just to remind you guys. And yeah, it was a very scary moment, and I fried the audio board, and it will probably never have diesel sounds ever again. But yeah.
Brandon the Frisco, you've got a video you say called The Ghost of Oceanos. Alright, I'm going to sound crazy here, but are you talking about the ship? Because I got to check that out if it is. Regardless, I got to check it out. Thanks for sharing that. But I love old ships. That's the other thing that I like. Personally. George likes old ships too. George, you like ships, right?
Yeah. The Titanic.
Yep.
And the Britannic. And the
Oceanic.
I personally like
Lusitania.
the two that I like. Two types of ships that I like. I like old ocean liners. I think they're like classic ocean liners are beautiful. And then the other one that I particularly like that are my favorites are Great Lake boats. I love the Great Lake boats. Those are a lot of fun.
It's just good.
All right, so we lost the stream here with people checking in and talking. Steve King is saying the Baldwin Locomotive Works number 26 is new in their is in the new set of their catalog and some of the recreation of the old sets. That's cool. I didn't know that. Did you know that, George?
What?
That they line up with the Baldwin 26 in some of their sets. It's in this latest catalog.
Really?
That's another one of our favorite engines. We had a chance to ride behind that at Steamtown when we went a couple years ago.
Yes.
Neat locomotive.
Germany. Wow. That's cool.
Mike
Cooper.
Good evening from Germany. Good to see you here, Mike.
Oh man, we've had like it's like a
People from around the world.
jamboree.
I know. This is awesome. Thanks for checking in, Mike. Thanks for checking in. So going through here, so the 26, Angel Garcia says that you should work as a caddy now and start paying your bill for your own trains. I think Grandpa and me would agree that would be a good idea. George is a train freeloader at this point.
I mow lawns and
Well, George is a train freeloader at this point. The only train that he's bought was the Burlington, and he still owes money on that.
I don't know money. Not true.
This is a good example of George's freeloading right now. How do you not owe money on this?
How do I not? It was your idea to get it. I was disagreeing with you the whole time.
And now he says that I owe him money.
Yeah, you owe me $225.
Freeloader. All right. So let's see. TDF says 2026 is a 262 Prairie. 2036 is all right. So we got that. DB Tech says he's trying to show you his trains on his camera, but didn't realize that you can't see him. So let's see here. Havoc says to give you a rundown. The 2026 is an Adriatic type loco that usually came in a 262 variant, like the 2018 and the 2016, but mine is a rare 264 wheel configuration. That's cool. DB Tech says TDF is correct. Tim is generally always right. Tim is knows actually Tim has probably forgotten more about trains than I ever knew.
He likes to correct me a lot.
He does. So
And run my trains. And I like to run his trains. So
Angel Garcia says that he's got a 1/200th scale model of the Bismarck. That's cool. Angel Garcia also says he does a ton of modeling with a 1/200 model of the USS Iowa.
Oh, that's
and then
cool.
he's getting a Titanic.
You
Mike,
should do one of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
yeah.
The Milwaukee, right? Or what was the one that was owned by the Grand Trunk that had a bunch of trains in it that sunk on the Great Lakes?
Oh, it wasn't the Badger, but it was the one that looked like the same as the Badger.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's really cool that you're here, Mike. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for checking out the live stream. What time is it there in Germany? And also, Charleston, you have to tell. You probably told me before, and I just missed it. What time is it there in the UK?
Would you say probably 10 more minutes?
Let's see what time it is, George. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do the stream for about another 10 minutes. George has got to get back to school doing some more e-learning. George is giving the e-learning thumbs down. Thumbs down on e-learning, right?
Yeah.
Can you get a little thumbs down tab on the e-learning? Oh gosh. Let's see here.
It's 11 p.m.
So, oh, cool. Steam is King production. 11 p.m. You're up late. You need your sleep. Not George. George is just getting ready to get rolling at about 11 p.m. All right. So let's see here. They're talking about virus protection on the computer. I didn't realize I had to stay in all this time just to keep my computer protected with these viruses.
Yeah. I didn't either. But you got an eyelash like right
He does not like that eyelash that I got right
It's
here.
annoying. It looks. Oh yeah.
It's good. It's good. So Havoc Film says he's also got a factory area. That's pretty cool. Steam is King Productions. I do not know what the Galaxy Railways 999 is. Do you know what that is, George? Tell me what it is.
Oh, I think it's like Big One, isn't it? I think when I was little, I used to like not. I kind of knew a little bit about them, but
Is it a cartoon?
yeah, I think it is. I'm not sure, but it's in like Japan or something like that, and they have this one that I think is like a northern, or I'm not sure, it's some Japanese engine, and then they have another one that's modeled after a Big Boy. They call it Big One.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Mike's saying in Germany it's 1220 out there,
Oh wow.
or 020 100 hours.
That's cool.
Yeah, well, thanks for checking in at the times that you are. We're getting close to the end of the stream. I didn't even realize we've been on so long, but we're having a great time today. Thanks for having a great time and sharing everything, guys. Sharing it, and one of the things that Mike Cooper just put up and asked to visit his channel. Now, as soon as we're done with the stream, Mike, I'll definitely take a look at your channel, and George and I will check that out. But one of the things that I really, really would like to do with all of the people that are on here, actually, George, why don't you tell?
So basically, what we are doing is, since we can't really do anything because of the coronavirus or COVID-19,
Make any videos?
we can't go to anybody's house to make videos or film the layout. We decided to incorporate our fans for
A video compilation.
Video compilation for 1,000 subscriber special. So if you want to be in the video, you can take a small layout of your train layout or floor layout or something that you have that's train related and put it down here.
Upload it to YouTube.
Upload it to YouTube and put it to Gfw Stay at Home Running Trains.
In the
If
title.
you don't have a YouTube channel that you post on, then you can email your video to trainbuds@gmail.com. So, yeah.
And then the other thing too is we've got a really, really cool train community here. Really cool train community, and I would encourage everybody. To check out everybody who was on here's channel. There's some really, really neat videos on the people's channels. Everybody on here has some neat videos. So on the side, if you hover over the person who's made the comment, there's 3 little dots, and that'll take you to their channels. Also, the other thing is that you can check out the videos of people that put on hashtag GFW Stay at Home Running Trains. If you just click on the hashtag, it's a hyperlink that'll take you to all of the videos of the people that put that up, and check out their channels. Support each other in the community. Check out the people that are on here, and please subscribe to their channels too, so that we can all be a part of this community and I guess enjoy trains together, especially enjoying trains together on YouTube. So as we're getting to the close of the live stream too, George, why don't you talk a little bit about your stay-at-home live streams?
So basically, I'm trying to do a live stream every day, or 6 days a week, until we go back to school, or we actually have like a normal. We're able to do stuff normally. Yeah, so trying to do that every day at 3 p.m. And if not, we'll tell you in the live stream before. Last week we didn't do a video on Sunday, so maybe we'll just do one around the same time, or I don't know, but
Well, every day you try and do the live stream, right? We run trains, we talk trains, try and put something else new on the layout. What time are those live streams, George?
3 p.m.
They're 3 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, not sure what time that is in Germany. I'm not sure what time that is in the UK. But 3 p.m. Every day is what we've been doing it. So we'll be here. We've got our giveaway that we're going to do tomorrow, right, George?
Yes.
So check out the S-Gauge video, the scavenger hunt video from George's Trains. If you haven't made a comment on that one, put in a comment. Make a comment of a video reference that you see in that video. We'll do the drawing. The cutoff is tonight at midnight, and then we'll do a drawing for all of the people that are in for that video. So
Yeah. So I think we got how many more minutes?
we got 5 more minutes, dude.
Cinco. Or, what is it? I don't know. See, I don't know what it is.
In the UK, it's 5, George.
Well, yeah.
Oh. All right, so let's see here.
Yes, it is. It is time. Over there. Or over here.
Yes, it's yep, 5:50. What time is it? It's 5:11, right? So, yeah, we started at 3, and it's 5 p.m. over here. So, if I was an aerospace engineer, I probably could be able to do the math. But I'm just a talking head. Smart guys like Mr. E-Learning over here, he knows how to figure that out. But he's just, at this point, thinking about Central European time. Well,
So over here you start at 9 p.m. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah.
9 p.m. UK time, and I believe that is 10 p.m. German, 10 p.m. in Germany, or at least 10 p.m. in the UK where Charleston Eastgate lives, and oh wait, I lost the thought here. So, there we go. Now you guys are definitely operating at a different pay grade than me. So, Dad, I think that maybe you should pipe as to what time that is in Zulu time.
Zulu.
Yeah, you'll learn about Zulu when you start learning about being a pilot, or maybe even aerospace engineering. Huh, Angel? Berlin, nice, nice. Yorkshire, Northern England. It's so cool to have you guys here, man. Small world, isn't it, George?
I want to go to that side of the pond one day. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah?
Do some British rail fanning.
Yeah, in Germany too.
Yeah. That'd be cool. That's it. That side of the pond.
Yeah. We had an opportunity at one of the railway museums here in the Midwest, close to where we live. It's actually not that close, but it's relatively close to see. What did we see, George?
We saw the Dwight D. Eisenhower, which is the only A4 in America. Or North America.
No, there's 2 in North America, but the only one in the United States.
Oh, yeah. Where's the other one?
It's in Canada.
Oh, really?
Yep. So what is the Dwight D. Eisenhower, George?
It is a British-made A4, and it's modeled after the steam engine.
It's not modeled after, it is.
It is the steam engine. It's the same model as the steam engine that broke the world speed record, which, yeah. And, yeah.
So, and why is it called the Dwight D. Eisenhower?
Because during World War II, Dwight D. Eisenhower, who was a general in the Army.
He was the commander.
Oh, yeah. And he went over there and he rode the train from...
That's what he uses as command train during World War II.
Yeah, and they had a car that he used. It was pretty cool because it was all... Had a bunch of... There is a replica of the car.
No, it was the car.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It was a replica, but... Yeah, and it's pretty cool because it had like all the shields and stuff like that over the window, and it's pretty cool. But, yeah.
So, I guess with that, we're going to start winding up the stream. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and being a part of this, right, George?
Yeah.
I love it when George is like, yeah. And then he gives me a shut up, Dad face. So thanks to everybody for being part of the stream. Don't forget, give us some videos. Upload a video to YouTube and do the hashtag GFW Stay at Home Trains. 1, 2. If you don't put one up, if you want to email it to trainbuds, that's good too. And 3, think about penciling in the September date for the YouTuber meetup. That would be really cool if you can make it out to Illinois Railroad Museum. And 3rd, everybody, please stay at home. Everybody, please stay at home. Be safe. Let's stay healthy. And let's love on trains, right, George?
Yeah.
So what do you got to say?
Gfw Trains, Signing out.
See you on the flip flop, where we talk about everything, but
Mostly
mostly trains. See you on the flip flop. Mike, real quick, it's O-Gauge track. Sorry about that. Thanks again for coming.
See ya. Bye-bye.